All right, today we're gathered here to interview the infamous TikTok Jesus, also known as ScottyWarTooth. Now, every question I ask, you could choose to answer or not to answer. If it's too uncomfortable, that's on you. Okay? Now, first
Okay.
things first, who is ScottyWarTooth? Who are you?
Um, a 25-year-old gardener, cosplayer, uh, also work on a karting track, volunteer at a theatre, and also work on the side as a costume entertainer. So,
Okay.
quite a
Um,
few jobs.
that's very cool. That's very cool. So you're a gardener. Is that what you do for a living?
Full time at the moment, yeah,
Okay. Pays the bills, right?
pretty much, yeah.
You're like, that's it.
Really. So, yeah, it's where you go when you spend 3 years in college doing music technology. Just
So someone says, wait, costume entertainer like Ren Fair or something?
well, I work with a company, Book a Mermaid. So last year I did a few festivals. I've done charity work and all that. So I've done Glowworm Festival, Sausage and Cider festivals. So Ren Fair would be a cool one though.
Yeah, that would be cool. You would
Mm.
definitely get some heads turning if you show up in your your Jesus outfit, right?
I'm
Okay.
looking for an event I can actually probably do that because I used to do that. Well, I was more so doing the G's with the Comic Con before I was doing it on TikTok. So, but the sort of work I do with that, because I get a lot of hate on a daily basis, I don't want to put that hate on a company that I sort of do that for. So yeah,
Okay. Okay.
gotta be
Fair enough.
careful.
Fair enough. You don't want to piss off the wrong people, right?
I don't mind pissing them off. It's just I don't want that hate going towards the company itself. I'd rather have that towards my direction. So
I don't care if I piss you the fuck off, but I really don't want the other person who would be cool with me pissed off too. Okay?
yeah, it's like if you're gonna throw hate, throw it in my direction, not to this charity organization that's trying to raise money for cancer. Just
Yeah. No, that's badass. Now, I got some questions like from chat already. God damn, slow down. Um, what got you started in cosplay?
Um, going about 7 years ago, really. I was just rather into the sort of fancy dress stuff. Really, I was like when I was invited to into a fancy dress sort of party, whatever, for a hell of it. I
Okay.
took it a bit more seriously than other people, so I was recommended to try on the Comic Con, which I wasn't quite sure what it was until I was introduced. So I gave it a try at first, and my first costume was awful, but I actually had a lot of fun with it. So I just I met a lot of people through it and just kept going on with it. So yeah, guess I was just always into the costumes.
Nice. Spin Dash Dude wants me to tell you something. Can you guess what?
Is it something about Sea of Thieves?
No, shut up.
Yeah, so I'll
Okay.
keep an eye on the rest of the stream then.
So besides Jesus, what other
Hmm.
OCs do you not OCs, but do you have any OCs or do you just cosplay?
Well, I do mostly cosplay, but I do have an OC, which is more to do with the actual mermaid company because I work as a pirate with it, and ideally we have our own sort of characters for it. So I set one up, which I tend to use the TikTok every now and then, but it's Captain Barracuda. It's just a pirate captain who essentially was trained by Blackbeard until he grew too cocky and used to his scare tactics. So he was abandoned on an island essentially, and rescued by mermaids. I've had to tweak that story a little bit because basically the original story on Barracuda was that he was left in a cave with the sirens who were supposed to, kind of feed on the pirate and that. But being a bit of a clever clog's avoiding it. But the thing is, because I'm working with mermaids, that story doesn't work out when the children are there seeing the mermaids. Like I'm trying not to scare them from the mermaids, so I've had to tweak that a
Okay.
little bit.
Okay, I get it. Right wording instead of say, hey, they'll kill you. Oh, they'll love you. Like just slight wording, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
pretty much. You got to make sure the kids are quite comfortable around the mermaids. Let's just not say that they'll kill pirates.
right.
Uh,
So who else do you cosplay?
well, my most recent was actually Captain Haddock from the Tintin series. Bit of a laugh, really, but for proper ones doing future, I did Qui-Gon Jinn. I've done Will Turner from Pirates of the Caribbean. I've done Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtles series. I've done Jesus from The Walking Dead at one point, just because it was kind of easy to do if you do Jesus anyway. uh, I
Fair
did.
enough.
A lot of the costumes I've done have kind of been like the odd one-off or so, but like Prince Gisbert from the Disenchantment series, the sword through the head.
Okay.
Yeah, bit of fun. Oh, I did the Mandalorian one as well. I've spent the most time on, so yeah.
Now, that's badass. So you just love cosplays all around. So I remember I was talking to you the other day. You were trying to set up something for a Sunday to make it easier for me, so I didn't have to like go home and do this type of shit. But you say you're doing a photo shoot.
Yeah.
What's that photo shoot about?
The photo shoot I was doing, well, I did one not last weekend gone, but weekend before. I did a pirate photo shoot. Just it was a bit of a casual one, but this weekend I'm going up to Liverpool for another pirate shoot with a couple of people actually. Bella Stania and Vampy Jordan. I can't remember his TikTok name now. He does a lot of sort of Johnny Depp stuff on their TikTok, so we're having a bit of a shoot together, and hopefully to get some TikToks done as well. But then there's Sunday. I've got a photo shoot in the lavender fields, which is going to be a dramatically different sort of shoot there.
That is different.
Fun, really.
At least it'll smell nice, right? It'll smell like lavender.
Yeah, I'm just hoping the weather's going to be good, because it's supposed to be a summertime sort of shoot, not hissing down the Midlands of Britain.
Okay. So I guess I know for a fact the burning question that everyone's going to have when they actually watch this. Why did you decide to cosplay Jesus?
It wasn't exactly my decision originally. It was Comic-Con. It was Comic-Con in the first place, but it wasn't my idea. It was I had a group of friends who I basically shared a hotel with every time I went to London for the Comic-Con, and at one point, like about it was now about 4 years ago now, I think maybe. They kept pestering me to do Jesus, but I was trying to do like more serious stuff with the costume stuff, and I just thought, no, it's a stupid idea. It's the wrong place to do it. It's dumb and all that. And eventually, I just thought, okay, let's just get it out of the way. I thought I bought myself a cheap fancy dress costume for Jesus, and I went to London doing this. It was a lot of fun, but the most fun part of the day was I actually. It turned out Danny Filth from the band Cradle of Filth was signing at this Comic-Con for some reason. So I actually went to go meet him for signing dressed as Jesus. And he basically, I had a photo of this, like, meeting him, and he had, I think it was his partner possibly, had her take a picture of both me and him, and he had it shared on like every like platform for the band on social media. It was brilliant. And I just never had so much fun in my life, so I just kept doing it. And eventually it came to TikTok, where I started doing the pirate stuff first, and then having a few people say, hey, you should do your Jesus stuff for it. I gave it a try, and actually it took off pretty damn well. And sooner or later, I've got a nickname of TikTok Jesus before I've realised it's actually caught on. So
what was it? Worked. That's just ironic, because my wife Blood Vixen actually duetted one of your videos, and it was her first duet video with her OC, which was the sound "I should not get drunk and keep following people because of boobies." Ooh, boobies! Like, I forgot exactly what it is.
Yes.
And so, with that being said, it was just like, wait, who is this guy? Because I really I'm not on TikTok like a lot. I am a little bit. I know a lot of people, but I'm not on it. And she showed me you. I was like, wait, that's interesting. TikTok Jesus? What the hell? Like, what is this?
Yeah, it's certainly a weird one. I mean, I had Tomska recently featured me on. He was doing a video just reviewing different TikTokers that had been using the audios from his videos and stuff. And even though you can tell, like, TikTok's really not his thing. Like, when he viewed one of my videos, like, I'm going to do an internet. Wow! I'm going to do a book. And it was just me as Jesus touching the Bible with nothing happening. Aww. And literally his reaction was like, Jesus! TikTok, Jesus! So this dude be Jesus? That's his thing? Huh. It's like, what?
You know
Like,
how
I imagine that was pretty much the same reaction for most people when they see like TikTokers, like regular people, and then they see TikTok Jesus. What the?
yeah, like what the fuck is that? What's hilarious is everyone says you're too pure for the camera to be like perfect right now because you're so laggy. It's hilarious.
I'm not exactly in an entirely state. I've just come back from work. It's been like pissing it down with rain all day. Like I've just quickly brushed my hair and just, let's get.
Yeah, I know. I deliver mail, so I'm outside all day too, and it's really freaking hot over here. Luckily I had time to take a quick shower before doing this.
Mm.
Man, I haven't even really cracked any questions about you. It's just you. So besides cons and doing TikToks, we know you're a gardener for a living. Do you what else do you do for fun? Like just for yourself? When you're like, fuck all this content creation, fuck this cosplay shit. Fuck everyone in the world right now. I just want to do something for myself. What do you do?
Well, cosplay would be the main hobby itself, but if I'm not doing that, then I'm either just on social media learning new things that is, or just drinking maybe. I like a night out every now and then, but I do like to go to different pirate festivals as like a personal sort of hobby of mine. I couldn't do any this year.
That's still cosplay of some sort.
Yeah, I suppose, but
hey, you sound like me, just in a different field.
yeah, it's like, well, yeah, slightly different from Comic Con, but it's still costume in a way. So it's just, you've got a whole sort of pirate community in that, which they just typically do it. So.
It's like a change of pace from the normal. Like you get to you're doing the same thing, meeting all these awesome people, hanging out with all these people, but you're doing it differently. You're not like known for your normal self at that point, which is awesome. But yet you're still meeting people. Much. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I got a question for chat. What is your favorite pastime snack?
Garlic bread. I think that'll do me. Garlic bread, just why not?
Okay, garlic bread it is. Now, SpinDash dude says the. Oh my god. SpinDash dude is like, the joke is that Jesus cosplays as ScottyWarTooth. Dude!
I've had the same sort of thing like all the time. It's like, meet Jesus' doppelganger.
Right? I've been trying to get that motherfucker on my show forever, but he's a fucking loof on freaking DMs, motherfucker. Oh man! All right. Now, have you said that you made an original character? Are you going to try to publish that book, or are you going to try to tweak it to the point where you could make it really cool where everyone could view it? Or make it a way where everyone could read the story?
Well, it is on the Book of Mermaid website. I think it still needs some tweaking, but it's on there.
Oh,
I've only been with the company for about a year and a half or so by now. So I've done about 1 year's worth, and then the other half was still just locked up. But no, I've used the characters on my TikTok and all that. I just haven't really based much of the story in it because I just find an audio I like and just run with it. So, yeah, it is on the website, but I don't know how many people would actually read it.
So it's viewable for everyone, pretty much. That's cool. All right. Yeah. We all know you got a green thumb because you're a gardener. But what are your normal strengths that you have? It's just a normal person.
Do I actually have any?
Oh, he's not pure anymore. The camera's working.
I don't know, really. I'm quite a laid back person, to be honest. Never really thought much about that one, to be honest. I'm not sure.
Well, we got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Do you when people approach you, what is one thing that they always say something about you that's good?
Usually just compare me to Jesus or something.
Okay, let's just say your strength is purity.
I mean, I could say like yeah, I am quite a laid back person. I find it really hard to actually get aggressive or anything about anything. So I've been known to be too nice sometimes. So I suppose that could count.
Too gullible and too nice. Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a good strength to have, though, because like you can make everyone's
Yeah.
day good. All right, Kaji Shuto. I think I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Have you ever been stateside for a con?
Sorry.
Have you ever been stateside for a con, like in the United States?
Oh, no. I've only been in the UK, but I have been in talks with somebody about possibly coming over to Florida next year. So possibly, but that's an expensive flight as it is. So
Okay, okay. Big boy official. I'm gonna try to read this the way it was supposed to be read. How did you get used to the hate you get for being Jesus on TikTok?
whoa, it's just when you get it enough, really. It's like people have been getting like OnlyFans accounts like in the middle of the lockdown and stuff, and a lot of people have been actually saying that by doing so, they've actually by doing it enough, they've gained enough sort of confidence in themselves, so that once you've done it a few times, you're not so embarrassed to sort of do it. So it's just getting used to it, really. So at first, so with me, I'd have the occasional people getting angry and that, and I'd get a little bit bothered. But after a while, it's on a daily basis at this point. So it's just at this point, I've either got a choice just to like shrug it off and just sort of like swat it like a little fly, or pretend it's not there. Because if like the majority of like the feedback I get is positive, with half of my followers appearing to be religious who actually really appreciate the content, and then I see some random person who's completely illiterate and can't even spell when they're trying to say it's like not be God, I just think like, why should I take this? It's like if I was to go, basically my casual style, it's very pirate fashion style, so it's very pirate influenced. And of course, I get my criticism and that when if I go out and there'll be people looking at me like, "Why are you dressing like that? It ain't Halloween. Like, you going to a fancy dress party or something?" But the ones who get the most critical, telling me that I should dress properly, they are literally this can like relate to anybody. But the people who criticize you on the way you dress are literally always the last people you would ever go to for fashion advice. And it's a similar sort of thing like when I get my hate on like on TikTok, they're not people I would ever take life advice from. So what why do I need to care?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Now Spin Dash Deuce got a question for you. You're known for Will Turner and Jesus, but what cosplay would you love to do if time and money wasn't an issue?
I would probably I mean Jack Sparrow was one I was interested in trying, but it's just I haven't got the skill on making costumes like that, and I don't really have the money to just buy all the pieces for a Jack Sparrow costume. I know a lot of impersonators who do him, and it's expensive getting those pieces. Just the little accessory pieces in like his dreads and stuff, you're paying like 40 quid or so a piece just because they're not mass produced. You have to go to somebody who's probably like commissioning them. So that's an expensive one to do, but I'd love to do it. Just I get compared to him a lot with just my everyday style, so why not?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Now,
Mind you, I wouldn't mind doing something armored, perhaps.
okay, okay, very cool.
If I can work that one out.
You should be able to just put your mind to it, right? Be able to get it done.
I mean, to be fair, I had to cut out the plastic sheets of the Mandalorian armor, so
Yeah.
with the right tools.
Yeah, what is it? My wife Blood says I've been following you since I very first started out. I love it. You cosplay as Paul Rovia, aka Jesus from Walking Dead. Yeah, she loved that.
Yeah,
one.
I did that a couple of times. Oh,
Gotcha.
I didn't do it as much because I didn't really know what I used to use for.
That was Spin Dash. Sorry, he told me to do that.
Ah.
I'm gonna kick his ass because he's like driving me nuts, but I love him. All right, so if it's not, you do that. Okay, well, have you ever been on a podcast before?
Oh, what? Sorry.
Have you ever been on a podcast before?
Oh, a podcast. once before, I think. Yeah. I'm trying to remember the show now. I did it a few months ago, actually.
It
It
must
was a
not have been
Canadian
that
girl I
good
did
if you
this
can't
with.
remember it.
It was it was a Canadian girl I did this with.
Okay.
Nothing major, but it was still cool to be part of it, really.
Okay. I mean, I'm not major either, but I like to have duties, and I have so much fucking fun meeting people. Okay,
Well,
so
I have a terrible memory anyway, so
how do you? Okay, I was on your TikTok live the other day. I popped in a few times just to get a feel of who you were, because I didn't know who the fuck you were besides for your TikToks and comedy. And mind you,
yeah.
ISIS, my PP hard is so fucking stupid. I was dying. But when you're live on TikTok, what are the common questions that you hate answering on there that just don't stop coming?
The most repetitive one is easily, "Are you Jesus?" Like, you get people on there who just, for some reason, they genuinely seem to think that Jesus has come back in the form of TikTok. And like, I don't know, like, there's a lot of like, the most sort of criticism I get is usually from the Asian sort of continent somewhere. Like, it used to be the Philippines that was the top territory that was actually following my account. They're actually quite religious over there. But ironically, it was mostly around there where I was getting most of the hate as well. But some of them genuinely seem to be asking, like, "Are you Jesus?" Like, no,
Is he
I'm a
making you like
cosplay.
all fluster and like
Like,
sweaty? What are you trying to say here, blood? Just say it.
Hmm?
Oh, you want him to follow you? Oh my god. My wife's like, I want him to follow me. I'm like, oh my god.
I get that on a daily basis as well. But yeah, essentially, that's the common question I get. Like, "Are you Jesus?" But then there's the other ones as well. You go like, "Do you play Minecraft? Do you play Roblox? Do you play Gacha Life?" It's like the same people asking repeatedly. I answer the question, "No, I don't play any of those," and they'll keep asking it. Like, it's like, "Are you even listening?" I'm saying, "No."
You know what's funny?
It's just
Even
like, I
if
have
you
to
were
say
to put that in
no.
the title of your stream, that people
Yeah.
would still ask those damn questions.
I am convinced they would do that. Like, I keep getting people saying, like, "You need a banner right behind you saying, 'No, I am not Jesus. No, I am not a Christian. No,
They
I am
still would ask.
no, I am not."
They still
Literally,
would
say, "No, I'm not
ask.
a
Come
Christian."
on. Shit, I did a guide on how to get unbanned, and it tells people like how to do it. And they asked me, "So how do you get unbanned?" And I did this on YouTube. I get comments all the time. How do I get unbanned? How do I get unbanned? I'm like, watch the video. I did rewatch it. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, it's in the. But yes, it's insane. It's insane. Now, DJ Scorpion, I did see that, but I forgot to say, Scotty isn't only known for Jesus. He's also known for the Swiss Army Man.
Oh, so I had the the live stream sort of commentary on that before. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, do you play any video games?
Nowhere near as much as I used to, but I play with the Spin Dash dude on Monday nights. Is that Monday nights? On for Twitch. Um, I do a bit of Battlefront 2 every now and then.
Okay.
I thought I'd done much else. I recently bought back a Battlefield 4 though to try again those. So yeah.
Oh my god, Kaji. She said, "Do you play Minecraft?" She's like, "I had to. I just had to." No,
I should have seen that one. I should have seen that one coming. It's like
I know,
when you
right?
say like you reference sort of thing like this,
But-
noisy or something you didn't do.
But the thing
it
is,
happens. I think
at least you know it was a joke. At least you know it was a joke. Every Monday at 10. I don't know what that is my time. What is that? 10? That'll be 16, 4 o'clock my time. Shit, I know you stream Spin Dash, dude. We know that. Now, so you've been on Twitch before. Do you ever, like, if say there's a TikTok doomsday, like they've been talking about, what platform would you go to?
Yeah. I'm currently still deciding on that one, really, because I've been I have been debating going on Twitch, but really I just don't really play a lot. So I think I'd be making that into a chore for myself.
Well, you
Just for
could
the
do
sake
this.
of online.
You can do just chatting and hang out with people.
True, but in terms of actually sort of like creating content and stuff, it's just TikTok is like the one I've been mostly focused on this whole time. So I'm just thinking anything I go to now is going to be drastically different. I've been told let's try YouTube, but again, I'm not really sure where I'd go with that one because I haven't got like a computer or a laptop to make videos properly. I'm limited with the
True.
mobile phone, so I'm just not entirely sure what I would even do with that. I set up an account on Dubsmash this morning. Uh, I've got my Instagram still, but
Yeah.
I guess that a lot of us are just kind of hoping that there'll be a new TikTok come through next, if it is
Oh,
true that what they're saying.
Google has been in talks with that for a while now, that they're going to make like a TikTok-like app. I kind of hope they do because it's going to be YouTube based around because Google owns YouTube. But speaking of that, with
Yeah,
YouTube, you could make like your stories come to life, or you could just like act out whole scenes in there. A little bit different, but that's how you could do with
potentially.
YouTube.
I mean, yeah, every now and then I could do.
Yeah.
I mean, the pirate stuff I do, the worst thing about that is that I live right in the centre of the UK. I don't live anywhere near, like, I'm about as far as you can get from the actual seas, which is a pain in the ass, but
Okay. Okay. Now,
I could do history talks on there, though, maybe.
yeah, you could do whatever you would want, and just make a channel out of it, and it would grow eventually. I mean, look at this. I didn't start doing this. I used to play games and just put stuff up. Now I do this, and I have a fucking great time. Now, Link's Death with a fucking great question. What was your first encounter with an entitled person?
First encounter with an entitled person.
Basically, someone who came up to you was like, "I know you, and I hate your content." Essentially, like that's
Oh, but
blasphemy.
well, I don't know about the first as such. I've had quite a list of people like in regards to my content and stuff. I've not really had it in person because my content mostly took off in the middle of the lockdown. I mean, last month I gained over 500,000, so
Holy shit!
that's where that came from. Yeah, it's mostly. I think it's mostly because of things like Tomska and that. But yeah, I started last month hitting 1.3 million, and I came out with 1.8. So that's a space of a month. I can't even believe that myself. But no, most of the sort of thing I've had like that, it's all been online. So I've been shut in for the last few months, and I've had the death threats. People really arrogantly saying like I need to stop doing what I'm doing because it's a sin. Like, well, you're talking to an atheist right now, so you might as well just tell me. You might as well just tell me that like if I don't behave, then my wardrobe's not going to take me to Narnia. Then it's pointless. But
Okay, what about at work?
at work, um, customers and that maybe. I think I had the worst of them. At the I used to work at a bowling alley beyond the bar, and I had some really sort of like entitled sort of people there. Just it's you always get people who just like they don't realize how pathetic and pointless they're being. Like you get like you get like, beer glasses. Some of them have like the brand name on them, but then sometimes you run out of them and you've got to go with a plain glass. And one guy's like, "What? You ain't got any at all with the brand name?" Like, no, sorry, they've all been used out. I can still get you the beer, but it'll be a plain glass. And then they was like, "Oh, why can't you just wash a few out then?" Like, well, because I've got a queue of 20 people here. If I put this in the glass wash, you're gonna have a hot glass, which is gonna flatten your drink. And just yeah, those people just still like always like insist like they know better. It's like no, just piss
Okay,
off.
yeah, there's a lot of people out
Uh,
there. Do
yeah.
you live with
Anyone's like
Mary
customers for me.
Magdalene?
Sorry.
Do you live with Mary Magdalene or Magdalene? Okay,
Mary
there's
Magdalene.
something there that I don't know.
It's
Okay,
she was a character from well, based the Bible. She
got it.
yeah, hard to say because her role and throughout history seems to have been scratched out in a lot of the old books. So she's assumed to be a prostitute that Jesus got with, but there's a lot of exaggeration with that.
Okay, what is your favorite drink?
alcoholic.
Alcoholic.
I mean, if it's non-alcoholic, I'll just go with Coke. If it's alcoholic, I'm a rum person, so
Hey, pirate rum makes sense.
it's literally the main spirit I'll drink. But pints and that I'll go for.
Okay, okay. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Now, who is your favorite go-to TikToker?
I really don't have a favorite. I've got favorites, but in general, I don't tend to have a particular favorite in many areas. I mean, there's my main few. You got people like Iron Sanctuary, Youth Pastor Ryan, Cot J, Cosplay, does the Deadpool stuff, Static, God of Night Vale, yours, but I have quite just a particular bunch. I don't really have a top.
I got you. I got you. I'm kind of the same way. Like, there's some people I love, and then there's other people I just enjoy watching. I mean, I love everyone's content, unless they just really suck, and I tell them that, but in a nice way. Okay,
Yeah.
How many videos a week do you get flagged for community guidelines?
A week? Depends, really. I mean, I haven't had much lately. I've actually been kind of on TikTok's good side for a bit, mostly.
Okay,
But,
cool.
I mean, a couple of weeks ago, now about a month ago or so, actually, now, I got a week-long content block out of the blue. Then, as soon as I was off it, less than 2 days later, I was given another one. I hadn't even had a single video taken down. It was just immediately back on a week-long content block.
Damn, what the fuck did you do?
I don't know. It was actually like there was nothing. There was no. They don't tell you what they do these things for or anything. Like
I guess it's better than getting banned like you did that a long time ago, right?
Yeah, they gave me a permanent live stream ban, and then a week later, suddenly they were working again. So I'm not really sure what's going on there.
I don't know. TikTok's weird. Like, one day you're banned, one day you're not. You get flagged video, no flagged video. Like, I don't know what goes on with that stuff. All right.
I never work out those algorithms.
There's little tips and tricks you can give, but when it comes to like trying to figure out why something was flagged, good luck with that.
Yeah, there's no transparency there whatsoever.
No, there isn't. There isn't. Now, have you ever heard of liquid death?
Liquid death.
Yeah, I said the same thing when I saw that. Elaborate. But in the meantime, do you play any instruments?
Yeah, I play mostly the electric guitar, but I actually just yesterday, where was it? I got a new Native American flute come through the post. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I used to do a bit of the keyboard, but now I can't get it working again, so I haven't really learned much on it.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, like content creation, you gotta choose one thing or the other, pretty much. So you play instruments, that's cool. Any other instruments besides guitar and that was a flute, right?
Yeah, Native American one. Well, I did once play bass for a bit, but I was just more at the guitar. I was a fast learner when it came to drums, but I just never had the space or the money for a whole kit. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're expensive. I was in bands for a while there, so I understand. Like, drums are expensive. I mean, I had like $30,000 worth of fucking guitar equipment, so I understand that shit. No joke. Now, besides Jesus, do you have any other nicknames that people have just randomly dubbed you?
I tend to have a whole list of nicknames I've had in the past.
All right, let's go.
WarTooth in general, that was in regards to TokiWarTooth from Metalocalypse series. I've had Pirate Guy.
Pirate Guy?
I've had Will Turner, Orlando Bloom mostly in the past. I've had Jack Black for the whole rocker sort of style. Scrotum, which was a variation of the word Scott somehow. Brendan Fraser for some reason. What's that? Mophead.
Damn.
Yeah. It's always just stuff like based around the hair and stuff. So even my old college tutor used to have a bit of a laugh. The first time you saw me, I was in like a leather sort of jacket, hair down. It was like a a black kind of Australian like cowboy sort of hat. And he just looked at me, laughed, and just like made some joke about how I must have like some black stallion waiting outside for me or something. It's like I would love that.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, this guy was a dick, but I kind of like that one.
Okay, now we know how you deal with trolls already. Like you kind of just like brush it off. But have you ever did a clapback? Like, what would be if you did? What was your favorite clapback you done to someone?
I've done a couple. I had a couple of weeks at one point where I just thought, sod it, I'm going to have some fun with some of these. But I think one which was actually the most baffling for me, I think actually it was like my most popular in terms of like response. Somebody basically commented on one of my videos saying like, wait, this is wrong. This is the second guy I've seen dressing like Jesus. His username was Nazi. Like, his profile picture was like a Nazi army with the whole eagle thing in there.
Oh my god.
My response was just staring like, am I missing something here? Like, you're offended by people dressing up as Jesus and you pick that as your TikTok username? Like, but to be fair, I've done a fair bit of like responses to those sort of comments. I've done like compilation responses, just like picking a load of them out and just making a response. I had one that basically said a while ago, saying, let's just say God Israel for the sake of argument. Let's look at the arguments you're making at me, saying you're going to pray for my horrible death. If Jesus was watching you right now, do you honestly think he's going to be looking at your comments and thinking, yeah, you tell him? Like, you know, the guy who told you not to do this exact thing. Like, I don't think so, mate.
Oh my god. That's so fucking true. I mean, I'm sorry, but like, even though that's an all like as no, I'm not going there because that's religious. Never mind. No, that's not really religious. That's not religious. Fuck that. We're talking about like, even though he might be almighty, might be all powerful, but the thing is, you can't keep up with all the damn messages. No one can. Shit. You get messages just like a whole freaking like 8-hour day there. I hate it when people do. Now, what about when you get older, or like 5 years from now, where do you see yourself being?
Being stable financially. I'm hoping I might be able to make a bit more out of like online presence, make a bit more of an income with it. Maybe actually properly look into selling merchandise and stuff.
Have you looked into Teespring?
Yeah, I'm fiddling about with that. It's just that you can't use mobiles with it very much for editing. It's awful.
No.
And the only laptop I've got is just incredibly slow. So I have some ideas, but I think Teespring don't like people using Jesus as a subject, which I'm hoping isn't the case, because I had basically it was like a picture of me as Jesus with a lightsaber. I didn't label it a lightsaber because that's a copyrighted name under Disney. I just put a laser sword, and I came back to it like a week or two later, and it just said they'd ended the campaign because there was like issues with the content or something. Like,
what? I would have just fought that.
So,
I would just fought it.
So yeah, I want to do a bunch of like Jesus sort of things for it. Like somebody recently said they wanted like a pillow of Jesus to hug or something. And I had this idea, like it's basically from the Hellsinger Bridge animated series, and it's just like when it comes to the big Jesus statue open, it's like Jesus wants a hug. Like, I'd love to be able to put that on a pillow for it, but I don't know if that would be a copyright thing, like copying the abridged. So I don't want to take that plunge. So yeah, working on a few ideas though.
I like that that one though. That's actually really freaking cool. That's actually really fucking cool. Okay, so what is your greatest fear?
I'm not really one particularly with that many fears. I think I could say heights, but I think the more specifically on the height is like when I don't know how the hell I'm getting down. Like, I used to do rock climbing and stuff. That's absolutely fine. The height itself isn't the problem so long as I know how I'm getting down. But I remember one time I did a rock climbing thing with a whole harness and all that, but I never asked what kind of technique it was I was supposed to do to get down. once I got to the top. It's like, have I got to climb back down? Have I got to abseil down it? Or am I actually letting go of the wall and just letting you lower me down? Like, I was thinking, shit, what am I doing up here? And I did panic, but otherwise, I'm not too bad with it. I don't know.
Okay, so no real fears. You're kind of like one of those like, eh, it happens.
Things that would actually cause me harm, yes, I would be concerned of. But I don't really have any phobias or so in particular.
Okay. What about tattoos or piercings?
I want to get a tattoo some point. I've been so lazy with it. Piercings, I'm just not really interested in.
Okay,
Like
fair
needles,
enough.
I'm not really worried about. I remember, like actually, I had my injections in school. I didn't really care too much for it. So,
Okay. All right. So, what would be your deepest regret that you have in life?
not doing well enough in school, perhaps, but that was partially down to learning difficulties, which my school wasn't very helpful with. So,
Oh, damn. Sounds like me. Shit.
I mean, if I could, I'd redo college because, like, not only did I kind of lose interest in like the idea of going to the music industry, but I couldn't even get a job anyway. Like, the music industry itself, it doesn't care if you qualifications. Like, if you know how to do something, they might have you on. But I could have done all that by volunteering my services anyway. So I could have just. I wish I could kind of redo that course for something that could actually be useful.
Gotcha. You still could, right? You could find time to redo that one course.
If I get the money for it, yeah.
True that. Now, when you get older, how are you going to act? Are you still going to be dressing as Jesus and telling your grandchildren, like, no, go away?
I don't know. I don't know where Jesus will go from that, but I like to go with the saying, like, grow old but never grow up.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's Findash,
I'm
dude.
always going to be nerdy with that.
He says, blasphemy is your greatest fear and having Judas at the dinner table. I kind of changed the words a little bit, but that is funny. That's fucking funny. Now, man, we're like kind of like going through the questions quickly. I like this. All right, so let's see. What is your favorite duet you've ever received?
Favorite duet I've received. I had a few which I quite liked actually.
All right, let's go.
I mean, one I actually did a while ago was well, it was actually one I did actually, but I received fan art based on the actual duet itself. Actually, two of these I had. One I had with Formative Fox. It was basically like asking, like on a date and stuff. But somebody actually did a fan art of the two of us, like from what we were wearing in that very video itself. Then there was another one that actually no, Jennings Brower actually duetted one of my videos. I was doing as Jesus and he was doing as Lucifer, which somebody also did a fan art for, and it was a brilliant sort of like contrast between the two of us. So yeah, I think that was actually probably like my favorite from like one of the first ones I had from quite a big content creator. So probably that one, yeah.
Okay. Anyone else?
Um, Static, Jonathan Rivera, Six has done one or two pretty good ones actually with my Jesus. I'd say in particular, really.
Okay.
So I kind of have like a bit of a list of them. I've just sort of like left in my favourites. So
Now I don't know why Spin Dash Dude is saying this. Think carefully, Scott. I don't know.
I'm a slow thinker. So
Okay. What's your favorite anime?
oh, jeez.
Oh, food. Damn. That looked good.
Burgers.
Hey, it's food. It's cooked. It's ready.
Yeah, favorite anime was that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fear. What's your favorite anime?
I haven't really watched a lot to be honest. Hellsing Ultimate. perhaps. I don't know.
Okay,
I haven't
okay.
watched a lot.
Now, what about Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Have you seen that? And what are your thoughts on it if you have?
It's one of my favorite movies.
Damn, Techno Beats, you nailed
I,
that.
I love Monty Python.
So,
I've
was
done a
that your
couple of
favorite version of Monty Python? I don't know much about them, so.
there's like the Holy Grail or Life of Brian. Sorry, those are like it's hard to pick a favorite between the two of them. I just think they're both just fantastic legends.
Nice, nice. Okay, okay. Now, simple question. What's your zodiac sign?
Oh, that's Scorpio.
Scorpio? November?
No idea what it means or anything. I've never really paid much attention to that.
You basically keep to yourself, you strike hard, but you're very creative.
Keep to myself, certainly.
Yeah. That's usually what they are. My son's a Scorpio, so it's like, oh my god, talk to me, but they don't really talk that much. It's weird. All right. Jesus loves duets all equally. Why is TikTok Jesus a beautiful man? He is a beautiful man. I wouldn't say beautiful. I would say more like sexy. He's that guy that walks in and makes all the girls and guys turn like, I want that. So, speaking of that,
social media.
on social media, not at the normal bar.
No, not in person. Definitely not.
all right.
I still got to go show up on for a date. Like,
what's your first alcoholic drink ever?
That was a Jaeger bomb.
Really?
Yeah, it was just Jägermeister, and I don't know. It was like,
yeah,
I think I only just hit 18 at the time. So yeah, I had a Jaeger bomb, and I really liked it.
nice.
Because there's just so much like alcohol to go for, and I wasn't really getting much income because I was a student till like I was about 20, 21 or so, and so it's like typically even when I go to the bar now, I'm looking at all these drinks that I haven't actually had before. I'm thinking, do I go for something new, or am I about to waste my money on a drink that I don't like? I've sat there for about 5 or 10 minutes, like, sorry, same as usual. It's just one of those. So it took a while until I actually got onto the rum.
Cool, very cool. Now, Tifkery is saying she loves your photo shoot, and the photographer did a great job with the pirate.
Oh yeah, I was really impressed with the results on that one actually.
Nice.
Like it's the thing with that as well, because that was a pirate shoot. But the thing is, like, you take away the belt I was wearing and the guns, that's my everyday wear. That's just how I dress in public. But it actually worked really well for pirate shoot.
You're like, I always look like a pirate, motherfuckers. I'm just adding two things to make this special.
That was just that was just a creased up Curtis shirt, a headband I've been wearing like non-stop for like the last like 2 or 3 years, and some black jeans. That was all it needed. Oh, and the sash I wear.
Okay. Now where can we see these photos? Is that on Instagram?
It is on my Instagram, actually.
Okay,
yeah.
It's on Instagram.
I think I posted some of them. Otherwise, I've been tagged in the rest of them, I think. I think I posted a bunch of them to my Facebook, but yeah.
On YouTube? You're not on YouTube yet. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I have a YouTube account. There's just nothing on it.
Yeah, because Mr. Anarchy is like, what was it like to get talked about on YouTube? Oh, okay. I just misread that the first time. So my guess is that a video was being talked about you on YouTube.
Yeah, I think I've had a couple actually, but yeah, it was Tomsko, the one who did the Asdif movies. So having him feature me on it was hell of a big surprise, and even finding out that my video was sort of in the actual thumbnail of the video as well. That was even better. So,
okay, what's your worst alcoholic drink you've ever had?
Worst alcoholic drink I've ever had. It was like a Caribbean white rum. I'm trying to think the name of it. It was in a giant plastic big bottle, like a Caribbean double something. Like it was something that my friend had bought. Apparently, you can't buy it in the UK. You have to order it from outside, and he brought it with him to a Comic-Con just to see like my reaction to it. And my reaction wasn't quite as bad as he was thinking, but I kept burping it back up. Later, it was just a shitty taste. This is a shitty taste in the back of my mouth, right, for the rest of the day that I couldn't get rid of. Like, I think that counts as the worst I've had.
Oh, that sounds nasty.
I mean, I had this first thing in the morning as well.
Okay. So you like to drink? Do you go out to the bar and drink from time to time?
Yeah, nowhere near as much as I used to, but yeah,
okay. So you have. What is the craziest story you could tell us when you've been in a bar or after? Okay, here we go. You know where I'm going.
I'm trying to think about the best one to tell, because the funniest ones I think tell are actually when I've actually been dressed as Jesus. But I did a video on one of these actually. Basically, for New Year's, this one just gone. I was in my favourite bar in Birmingham. Sometimes it's a rock bar, basically. And I came dressed as Jesus, and basically, one of the bar staff came up to me with a shot of wine and said, "It's on the house, but don't drink it just yet. Hide it." So I thought, okay. So I hid it below the bar, and about 5 minutes later, he comes back with another bar staff who has a shot of water. Says, "All right, fine, right. If you're really Jesus, you turn this into wine right now." So I pulled it down and then pulled up the
oh my god!
He was basically saying, "Oh, I see. He's not really Jesus." Then I pulled out the shot glass.
Hi. Hello there.
He owed me a free drink. He owed me a free drink this as well.
Regardless, pulling a prank like that deserves a free drink.
I had no idea what was going on, but yeah, that was actually amazing. But
that was.
I don't remember. I don't know if he actually gave me the drink at the end of the night, because I have no memory of it. I don't remember the midnight countdown. The photos afterwards were amazing though. There's like one me as Jesus, like two girls like in each arm.
Oh my god! You're like, I don't know what happened. I blacked out.
You can tell I'm absolutely hammered in the photo though.
All right, Tiff Cree. She always has the best questions. This is a really good question. Do people recognize you out and about? If so, what do you do in response? What would you tell others that want to tell you hello but are unsure about coming up to you?
Oh, well, this is actually I've not had a huge amount. I mean, because like I said, I've mostly been building the following while I've been shut away under lockdown. But I have been getting a little bit of that. At Birmingham Con last year around November time, I actually went around in my Esmeralda, which was not a very popular one I've been doing on TikTok, and yet I was still recognised by a fair few people at the con. It would have helped if I'd been in the Jesus costume. However, recently though, I actually I actually had a message from somebody. I went out to actually meet a few friends. Like, it'd been a long time, and the restrictions are getting lowered a little bit. I went to Stratford, and before I met up with them, I went into just a shop just to get a drink. And one of the girls who was actually on the door, she actually messaged me later on saying that she actually saw me walk right past her. She was really shy, too shy to say hello. But she was basically thanking me for actually making her day better, because she was saying she was having a really crap day at work. So just having me walk right past her, because she was a big fan of mine, just having me walk past her, really just sort of flipped her day around completely. So I'm kind of gutted that she didn't actually say hi, because I've been more than happy to give a proper sort of greeting, that sort of thing. I won't. I wear a bit of leather, but I ain't gonna bite. I'm not a scary biting.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people get intimidated. They and a lot of people don't understand. Just say hello to us. That's all we want. Just say hi, and we're good.
It's like if you see a celebrity or something, you feel like they probably get a lot of people out on a daily basis, and you don't want to annoy them. But it's I'm on TikTok, we're not exactly celebrities outside of it. We only matter on TikTok. Outside, we are.
Oh, it's so hard.
Cringe. It is cringe to everybody else. So
right,
I'm just some dude in his bedroom, cosplaying dress up. So
yeah, but you act out good things and make people laugh, and that's what matters. Now, isn't that strange and intriguing thing, trying to make everything go in a full circle to be like, hi, I do this too, and they're like, I don't care. But I do this too. I don't care. I like Jesus. But I do this too, damn it. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying on that. I know what you're saying. Now, Tiff Cree, again, not sure if I asked yet. What is something you would change about TikTok?
About TikTok, I think I'd have less bots operating the system for one.
That's a good one.
It needs a lot more people actually being on it to be more transparent with its users. I understand it must be hard to juggle about that many users, but it just seems like none of us are convinced that anything that's operated on the system is done by a human. Like when you get a video taken down and you request an appeal, you know there's nothing wrong with the video whatsoever compared to what they do allow on there, and yet they'll come back to you later and say, no, it still violates the guidelines. Like, what violated the guidelines? Like, there's nothing in it. So transparency, essentially, that's one thing I would change about TikTok.
Okay. Transparency, that's a different answer, and that's a good one, too. Now, we're running to our hour mark. We got about 5 minutes left. Chat, think of any questions you got while I ask my 3 questions. First question is, what is something that no one knows about you, but is an extremely interesting fact about yourself?
I mean, one maybe for more of the UK viewers, I think. Anyone who knows the Horrible Science books or Horrible Histories, the illustrator for Horrible Science, I was once taught to draw cartoons by him, like when I was quite young. Like, random little fact of the day.
I don't know who that is, but that's bad fucking ass. That's really badass. Shit.
Tony D. Soulis, I think his name was.
Okay. All right. Now, let's see. We got some questions now. If you could get away with any crime, what would it be? Remember, you don't have to answer to incriminate, because who knows? You might did it already.
Rob a bank.
Rob a bank. Wouldn't it be easier? I would just say hack the treasury of something, because they won't notice a million missing out of the billions and then trillions in there.
Probably.
Yeah.
Whenever it gets me some money, like I was like I'm not exactly like one to want to be rich or something. I just want like stable, simple life. Like if I had the money like for a mansion, I would probably just go for a simple house anyway.
Right, same here. Make that shit last for the remainder of your life. And just sit there and make content. Hooray!
Yeah.
All right.
I'll just travel around the world essentially.
All right. Blood Vixen. She's asking, what cosplay that you do is your absolute favorite one?
Well, the Jesus I do have a lot of fun with. It's simple and like, yeah, there's quite a diverse sort of range of things I can do with it. I don't have to be strict to like a character with it, but otherwise, the pirate stuff I do, I really like doing because that's my casual style. I feel the most kind of comfortable in it. I love history and I love like historic sort of wear. So pirate stuff like the Barracuda, that's probably my favorite besides Jesus.
Okay. If you could team up with anyone on TikTok for a collab, who would it be? And then what would you do for it?
I think Jennings Brower, probably, because we love doing like duets of like Jesus and Lucifer every now and then. So I think if it was in person, I reckon we'd do some really good like sort of stuff on that.
Oh, that would be a good combination. That would be really good. Okay, my next question is there any question throughout this whole interview that I didn't get to ask you, but you want to answer? Like, is there something you want to tell everyone about yourself that no one else really knows, or I didn't get to, like, actually ask about?
Not sure, really. I think you pretty much answered what I was expecting, so... Or asked what I expected, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
This is going to be the last question from chat. What is your most low-maintenance cosplay?
Low maintenance. That would easily be the Jesus one. That started off with a simple £10 fancy dress costume. For most of that time, I was just wearing a red rag over that. I have upgraded a little bit because I've got a ancient Greek style photo shoot coming up at some point. So I bought well, it was called the chiton, but I'm pretty sure it's more of a tunic. Bought that, and that's pretty much what I'm using now. It's a whole short sleeve thing, but it's a lot more breathable, and it's cosplay as such, but all I'm gonna do is slip the robe on, let my hair out, and then yeah, it's just like there's no maintenance whatsoever.
Okay,
it's easy.
There's one more for chat, but it's actually a really cool one because I love appreciating underrated TikTokers. Is there a TikToker out there that you would like to give a shout out or a dear friend, like saying hello, hi, I love you, bro?
Spin Dash Dude is definitely actually in the chat as well there. Like, I see his content all the time. He never gets the views or like the likes like I think the video should be getting. Like he cracks me up all the time, so
yeah, he is fucking hilarious. I'll give it that. He's hard
like
to fucking communicate with. He's fucking hard to communicate with, but he's a great guy. Now, okay. The last question I ask, is there any questions that you want to ask me or my wife Blood? While you're thinking about that, Spin Dash Dude has a severely huge erection for you right now. Thank you.
That
was a good one. I like that, Spin Dash Dude. That was awesome. Yeah, we definitely got it.
That wasn't what I was expecting, but I'm not surprised.
Okay, so you got any questions for us? You know we're content creators and we do all this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you've seen our content because you have so much other shit going on.
I may well have done. Like, I may well have done. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Any costume next on the agenda?
I'm thinking about doing another one because I hate having makeup on my face. Something simple. I actually did one for Dark Corrupted Brains interview. I actually had a general idea one where I did a finger dance duet with him. And I just had simple bandana mask, hat, normal clothes, and I kind of digged it. It was very easy. But I don't like the mask, but I could always pull down the mask to talk. But that's pretty much it. Now, I think that's everything. So you got no real good questions besides that one? Well, that was a good question. I'm dumb.
Not from the top of my head, really. I'm used with that. I'm mildly autistic, so I'm used to like on the spot sort of things like that.
Okay, fair enough. Sounds
Random
good.
facts of the day there.
Well, everyone, that was the interview. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for coming on the show. I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. We'll talk after for a few moments, but we're going to hop off. I'm going to go raid into someone, but we're going to hop off and bye, everyone.